Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am scrapbooking with this sketch for Follow a Sketch February, and I'm also going to be doing a completely white layout. And this is because in our scrap party this weekend for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, Sarah Scraps has issued a challenge. It could go either way. One of the challenges was to do an all-white layout, so I have my white background. Let's see what I can do. Now, this all-white challenge was definitely a little bit of a struggle bus situation. So I took some 8.5 by 11 vellum and I ran it through my paper crimper. I actually ran it through twice. I just wanted to get some texture. Since the layout is entirely white, I wanted to make sure that I had different textures on there. That way you weren't just feeling like you were looking at a boring flat page. Hopefully it looks like you're looking at something interesting. So I have this big white doily that is definitely going to be the circle in the sketch. And then I also have this transparency that I believe came from Bella Boulevard, and it has white hearts on top of it. So I figured this would be great to layer over top of my background, and that way there would be some interest on the background as well. Now I thought about laying down some glitter paste or stenciling something white on top of the white, but I really liked the look of the hearts, so that's what I decided to ultimately go with. Now, of course, every 12 by 12 sheet of paper isn't the same size, which kind of makes no sense, especially when 12 by 12 should mean 12 by 12. So I had to trim my little cardstock off a little bit. Now, this is a photo of me on my birthday. I am wearing a tiara that they gave me at work. Last year on my birthday at work, I wore a tiara, and this year they wanted me to wear the tiara again, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know where I had placed it, so they had gone to the party aisle and bought me this little tiara that I wore the entire night. I definitely got some looks from some different people, but you know what? I had a great time wearing it, and that's all that really matters. So I'm trying to follow the sketch, and I'm just trying to figure out like where this should be, and then I'm going to use some fun foam. Yes, people, it is fun foam. One of my dear friends, Crystal from Pineapple Papers, is my fun foam supplier. So now I have it, and now I'm going to be using it all the time because I just got a huge packet of it in the mail from her. So big thanks to Crystal, who made the fun foam possible. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for over here. Oh yes, I am. I'm looking for some sort of washi tape that I can use in place of where these horizontal strips are. I also went over to my ribbons and trims and found some from over there. Now, I don't remember where any of these ribbons came from, except for the one my daughter gave me. The other ones, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. So I do put this glimmery washi tape down, and I put it down too low, but I don't realize that it's too low until a little while later. So this pops up really easily. I can straighten it out just fine. I'm going to go ahead and add some of this lace trim in, and it looks really cool. Like, I really like the way that it looks layered on top of the glittery stuff, but it's too low. Now, why I didn't just bring down my doily and my other ribbons is beyond me. I really didn't think about this until right now while I'm doing this voiceover. Why do the good ideas come after you've already done the bad one? This is the question I have, people. So I needed to bring this down. So instead of moving down the doily, what do? I cut off a bit of the doily and pull up the washi and the lace. And what does that do but leaves a big old gunky mess on the bottom of my layout. So I do a combination of things to get it off of there, and there's still a little bit of residue left even after I do all the things, but it's just, it is what it is, people. It's that point. It is what it is. So now to take it off of there, I do use a gummy eraser. I use just like rubbing my fingers, and then I actually even get a little bit of dish soap on a paper towel and kind of rub off the glue and adhesive that way. And I do have to say it works pretty well. So I take off another piece of this lace and I layer it up on the little glimmery piece, just like I did when it was lower down on the page, except now it fits a little bit better. So we're gonna go ahead, get that down. I'm super excited with how this is looking. I really like all the trims and things that I'm using. I'm thinking that this is going to be pretty awesome. And then I just wanted to figure out like where the photo was going to go. And this is where I realize, well, there's a lot of bulk underneath of where my photo is going to go. This trim right here has these florals on it and they're a little bit bulky. So I grab my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, I glue up the back portions, and then I just press it down gently onto my layout. Now I add some more fun foam to both sides of the ribbon and I pile it up. So basically I have 2 layers of fun foam here, and then I have the 1 layer of fun foam that is on the back of my photo. And that's just going to keep my photo from kind of humping in the center where these florals are. The photo still isn't exactly flat when I get finished with the layout, but I'm okay with it. It's not like this huge weirdness or anything. It's good enough. It is good enough. So we add a little bit of adhesive because fun foam is only halfway fun. It's only fun on one side. The other side is unfun. So here we have this, and I'm like, yeah, this is coming together. It's really looking like the sketch. I'm definitely following the sketch. I need to add some things up here. So I just add a little bit more of that sparkly washi tape, and then I do the same thing where I layer the lace on top of the washi tape. I trim it off because I didn't like where it ended, and I'm thinking, okay, we've got white on white on white. This is definitely happening. I decided to pull out these really old rhinestones that I had, and it says celebrate. So I'm going to go ahead and place that down here underneath of the ribbon trim. And I was surprised at how sticky it still was because the thing is old. So I go ahead and place that down, and I'm still thinking that this white on white is turning out to be pretty good. There isn't a whole lot of color in my photo, so I do have to say that is the reason why I picked this photo in particular. I didn't want a photo that had a ton of different colors because I really did want to concentrate on the white. Now these are white rub-ons, and they are from Vicky Boutin. And you might not be able to see them whatsoever on camera, but I promise you, you can see them in real life. It also probably has to do with the lights because as you can see on the layout, sometimes the hearts disappear on the layout, but they are always there. So there are all these little round little rub-ons, and I just go ahead and sprinkle them around the page. And again, because there is so much white on white on white on this page, I want to make sure that there's different textures and different kind of finishes. So the rub-ons kind of put a matte finish over top of the transparency piece. And then we also have the different fabrics, and we have the rhinestones and the doily and the vellum. So I feel like I'm getting a good mix of things on the page to give you interest. Because I don't know how exciting a white on white page really is. I don't know. But this page, I'm happy with it. I'm definitely happy with it. So I'm just taking the rest of those rub-ons and I'm getting them down on the page. And I really wish you could see that. Oh, you saw it a little bit. You can, if you're really looking at it on the video, like you're really trying to find it, you can kind of see it. And then I nestled these two after the E in Celebrate. And like I said, it's just giving more kind of a different finish throughout the layout. So I am going to add a little bit more. And it does take me a minute to figure out like what else I'm going to add to this. I do know that these rhinestones right here, I felt like had to come to the top of the page because I have these rhinestones on the bottom. And I also have the rhinestone tiara. So it's almost like the rhinestones are in 3 different places because of the photo. And I really just do like the look of having it up at the top and at the bottom. Plus I had that little one curlicue pretty rhinestone thing, and it's been in my stash for ages because I just had one. And you know, I'm not usually a person that just likes one of something on their layout. So there is that. Now I pull out one of my embellishment things and I'm looking at the white things to see what I have. I'm just trying to figure out, is there something like awesome in here that I can use? Is there? So we don't know. We don't know. Because I, for some reason, stopped videoing. So I did have these 2 wood veneer hearts and I just put some white gesso on top of them. And now I'm just using my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to adhere them down on the layout. And then you can see the wood veneer color on that side. So I have to put a good amount of glue on this top heart because it is sticking to, not only to the fabric, but it's also sticking to that kind of shiny, what is that? Like that shiny washi tape almost. I do add in this little white bow. I make sure that I have a good amount of adhesive on that as well. And then I'm trying to figure out how to best, glue down the word best. And I decide that what I'm going to do is put some fun foam on some of the top letters and some of the bottom letters. And what that's going to do is this, like, what is this called? This trim that has like the little rosettes on it has a wire through it. So that top edge has a wire, which is causing my word to teeter-totter over it. And I really don't want the word to teeter-totter. So I just add the fun foam and then add some adhesive to the unfun side. And then I just go ahead and place that down. So now I've got some different textures. I've got some different shades of white. And then I'm going to use these sparkly foam thickers and I'm going to spell out day so that it says best day, and then it has celebrate here at the bottom. And then guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can get notifications for Follow a Sketch February and every other video that I do with other, what am I doing? Oh, here I am thanking you for the video to be over and I wasn't finished. Well, surprise, I put some pearls down too because pearls are white and it just gives a little bit of fun. Now, I do buy these pearls at Hobby Lobby and they come in like long adhesive strips. But one of the things I like to do with them is cut them into individual pearls. So I treat them like pearl enamel dots. But then you can also cut them off in a strip and use strips of them as well. So it just adds another finish, another texture, and another shade of white to this all white layout. Now I do think that these pearls are going to be the very last thing that I do. Fingers crossed that they are, because I literally made this page a couple hours ago and I already forgot that I had pearls to put on. But, you know, things happen. Things happen. So, like I said, it's day 23. of Follow a Sketch February. Now, Follow a Sketch February is the kickoff to bring back Follow a Sketch Friday. So every Friday I will be posting a layout based on a sketch. So if you would like to get in on the know of that, ring the bell, hit subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll see you again soon.